As local news gets. News 12, the Bronx.
The man accused of prostituting a young girl he met on Facebook faced a judge today. You'll only see this video of Pedro Diaz walking into court right here on 12. He's being charged with 18 different counts after cops say he kidnapped a 14-year-old girl and held her captive in a Fox Avenue apartment. Some of those charges include rape and sex trafficking. Diaz was taken into custody and is due back in court on May 23rd. Tonight I'm joined by Shirley Rodriguez. She's the program director at Fordham Tremont Mental Health Center, and she's here to talk about what you really need to know as a parent when your kids are on Facebook. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Obviously these are just charges, but for those who have, first of all, what do you think the right age is for someone to maybe have a social networking site?
Well, it's often difficult to gauge because children mature at different levels, and a parent knows when their child is ready. What's important is to have dialogue with your child in respect to, being responsible with social media and some of the dangers involved with social media, and making sure you know and that your child knows that you'll be monitoring their use of social media.
And that's obviously a big thing because, kids these days have computers, they have phones, they have laptops. Is there a certain place in the home where a computer should be, like in a visible place so that parents can look over the shoulder if they need to?
Ideally, you want it in maybe a dining room, a family room,
yeah.
Someplace where when you walk by, you can at least peek at the screen and see what your child is doing. If you have a teenager who, wants a sense of privacy, keeping in mind the thin line between privacy and secrecy, if you walk in and your child closes the laptop suddenly, then you know that there's something that you need to follow up with.
Absolutely. Now, in terms of, for you, do you actually have patients that you speak to who have problems with social media, or parents, anything like that?
All the time.
Really?
You have the situation where, children go into these sites and get involved with situations not as difficult as this one, but where they may be bullied on social media, where they get so involved and enthralled in the social media, they detach from the family. It's a way for them to isolate. And again, these are some of the things that the parents need to monitor. At the end of the day, the parent has to monitor what the child is doing on the social media.
Is there an appropriate action in case something is going on? I mean, do you take the stuff away from them, the computer, or is that even more retaliation then, or what do you suggest to parents?
Again, it's difficult to give one answer. You've got to gauge the situation. You have to assess how dangerous the situation is. If it's a matter of just grounding the child for a day or two, then you do that. But
right.
I can't stress enough the importance of parents dialoguing with their children and warning them about, the dangers out in with social media and people that would want to engage them.
So it's all about conversation.
It's about conversation and communication all the time.
Thank you, Shirley Rodriguez. Thank you for communicating with us here today. I appreciate it.
Thank you for
your insight. Sure thing. Well, in other news,